Hello. Good to see you.
You're in a good mood.
It seems I've become a bit of a celebrity. Word's getting round about us. About me and you, and Faye and Halleck, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, are you drunk?
Nope. Don't drink. Just reveling in my newfound,
Celebrity?
perspective. Even hope. Although I won't lie, I am enjoying the notoriety. Tarsus finally feels like home.
It's good to see you happy.
I've really grown to like the people here. They like me, and I like them.
So, you ready to settle down here?
In fact, I might be. Maybe after our mission. They say hearing the anthem changes a person. So if I do hear it, which I desperately hope to, who knows what the future holds? Faye heard it. Did she change?
You should ask her yourself. It's not for me to say.
Yeah, I don't think Faye likes me enough for a chat like that.
I will say she seems driven to hear it again.
Yes. A kind of desperate yearning. I'm jealous, if I admit it.
Of Faye?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Owen, you were right there when we found the tomb, and you'll be there when we beat the Monitor. We're a team, okay?
We really are a team. You mean that?
Yeah, Owen, I mean it. And we've been a team for a long time. We're good together.
I just hate being put on the sidelines. Can ask anyone around here, they'll tell you how great I am. Brave, smart, funny.
Just enjoy what's happening now, and be patient.
Gotcha. Patience is my middle name.
You know, I'm not looking to replace you. I never would have looked for Faye and Halleck if we didn't need them.
It's circumstances.
Exactly.
And you have to grab those because they may never come again. No, I get it. Thank you.
This is a big deal for us, saving our people from the Dominion.
The Monitor. He's a powerful guy and terrifying.
Impressive cipher.
Who is his own Lancer, by the way?
I've been waiting for you to mention that.
Haha, you do know me so well.
Faye, how's it going?
Thank goodness you're here. I've been arguing with an Antium cipher for what seems like all of time.
Is there some kind of trouble in the capital?
Not unless a rash of bad taste counts. They think the Crimson Lancer is a better series than Dawn Guard.
Radio shows. Those fights must be brutal.
Honor is at stake.
So, you're a Dawn Guard fan?
It's objectively better. Crimson Lancer is a lot of Mylan's propaganda. Don't tell Halleck I said that.
You can't say things like that. Now I pretty much have to tell him.
Halleck's a sucker for stories about a plucky band of lancers. You know the type. 4 lancers, alone against the odds, armed only with sticks and rocks. Also, he loves gushy sentimentality, which that show has by the Striderfall.
But, Dawn Guard is serious art?
Obviously. I mean, it is set around Antium, and the romantic subplots are much better written.
This is a side of you I didn't know existed.
Nobody can spend every second of every day working.
Sure, but your hobby is listening to radio shows about other people doing our jobs.
All right then. What do you do for fun?
Nothing. Unless you count eating and sleeping.
Nobody counts that. And you've succeeded in making me sad. You know that's not healthy, right? Everybody needs a break now and then.
Yeah, maybe once the Dominion are out of the picture, I'll learn an instrument or something?
Right. Just getting sadder. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. All anyone in the fort wants to talk about is the final Kister. I haven't had a decent conversation with anyone else all day.
Ah, Freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the Wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories, all of it. For the history books?
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us.
I never saw that. That was a different world.
You sound like my friend, the one I lost. Yes? He could be a stormy sky.
We need rain.
Ha! That is the truth. He would never let me forget it.
You mentioned he was a freelancer?
That's right. Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. His call sign suited. Tough, that one. Strong. But one day, he didn't come home.
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not where he fell. You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was a freelancer. We all know the risks.
Yes, it's true. We all do. It's just, his story is incomplete.
Is that why you send me out there?
In part. No freelancer should fall without their story being told. Maybe one day, you bring his story back. To stand in the tomb of General Tarsis herself, that must have been something. Hers was such a story.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, Johnny.
Sounds like things are really happening for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. I hear the Bard is already writing stories about you. And you're not even dead.
You know that I have to share the credit. A freelancer is better with the team. And I have Faye and Halleck. And Owen.
The whole fort seems like it's buzzing. You must feel proud.
What? Of the fort?
It's bustling. All the bustling? That's you. Decent food and weird stuff for sale again? Feels brighter, it doesn't smell. That's you.
I'm not responsible for the smell.
Well, no. But you're dealing with the scars and helping the Arcanists, which makes the Sentinels less cranky. Freelancers are gathering here again. They're coming from enclaves across Bastion.
Feeling different about your hometown, Johnny?
Yes, I suppose so. We'll see. It's complicated.
Wow, that took a turn.
It's okay. Shake it off.
Say, you know freelancer Yarrow, right?
Yeah. No. We don't really talk anymore.
Okay.
Well, you should get back to your adventures.
Thanks for the talk, Johnny. Thanks for pointing out the good things.
You're welcome. Weird how sometimes it takes just one person to change the world.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you'd miss lunch.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Kyler I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Kyler?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
You seem a little tired. Maybe think about getting some rest?
Rest. You finally come back, and that's how you apologize. Mom, go take a nap.
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Kyler. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of Creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my son back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my boy.
I'm sorry you went through all that, Mom, but I'm here now. It's good to be back.
It's okay. Now, don't be mad, but there's no grilled gazik. I went vegetarian years ago. See what you miss when you're gone?
Sorry.
Seems like yesterday you were playing with your javelin toys, dreaming of being a freelancer. Now look at you. Strong, handsome, all grown up and following your dream.
There's no better job in the world.
Thank your father. I always thought it was too dangerous. But he said you could do anything.
Where is Dad?
I guess you wouldn't know. When you didn't come back, it broke his heart. He died in his sleep. I still have his ashes. I thought we might spread them together.
Of course. I'm sure that's how Dad would want it.
His ashes were all I had. The only reminder I wasn't alone in this world.
You're never alone. Plenty of people in Fort Tarsis.
None that loved me. But you're back now. I want to hear all about your adventures. But this excitement has worn me out. We'll talk later. When you're not too busy?
Of course. See you later.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the Scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the Scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, Freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does 1 man live while 5 perish?
I just did what I had to do.
Yeah, and you were lucky.
I sure was.
I guess you need at least a little good fortune to become the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
In some ways, I am lucky. You cheered me up, Freelancer. Thank you.
You're welcome, old-timer.
Maybe next time we meet, I'll tell you how I survived the massacre on the terraces.
Remember when this place was called the Shifty Koroks? First, we lost the Koroks. Second.
Are you Sev?
In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable.
Wish I could say the same for you.
Ouch! I'm one of Corvus's most underrated agents.
Who's drinking on the job?
I'm not a damn sentinel. Besides, there's nothing else to do in this shithole.
At first glance, Fort Tarsis may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Except they were using some new acidic weapon. Extremely potent, not the usual Scar fare.
Scars are scavengers. They must have gotten the acid from somewhere.
Great minds. I had a scout follow a trail of the gunk to a possible source. Your cipher has the coordinates.
Not bad, Sev. I guess you are underrated.
I earn my keep.
I'll let you know when I'm on my way.
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning, inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Antium and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Well, hello again.
How are you, Madam Chronicler?
I hear you've been rescuing Arcanists. For all their study, Arcanists have a remarkable lack of common sense, don't you think?
Well, anything for research, right?
Yes, put one's head into the mouth of an Ursix. For research. Well done.
Still, they know more than I ever will.
Well, that's up to you now, isn't it?
Arcanists probably don't spend their time reading about talking Tessellars.
They should. Tessie the Tesselar is a delightful reflection on the complexity of existence.
Well...
So you didn't like Tessie the Tesselar?
Oh, no, I enjoyed reading it.
You don't have to say you liked it just to please me.
I genuinely enjoyed it.
As my mentor and royal cousin Negandel used to say, a genuine sign of true honor is complete honesty. But most freelancers aren't really concerned with honor, so...
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop insulting freelancers.
I'm merely stating what everyone knows.
No, you're spreading stereotypes, and they're wrong.
I'm the chronicler. I see as far as the wyvern flies. I'm never wrong.
You're wrong about this. What do you have against freelancers?
That's none of your business.
Did something happen?
Nothing happened, never mind. This conversation is over. Good day.
People underestimate technique when it comes to web modding.
You found the tomb of General Tarsus? Was it me?
It's all fine until someone gets elected.
Metal suits and beating hearts. Crimson Lancer. Previously on Crimson Lancer.
Kista!
Onsen, I can't move. My suit's locked up. The relic's burning through my circuits. Now, we return to our heroes.
I have to silence it. Kista, hold on! Kista! Oh, Kista! Sweet mercies. Alive.
Wait! Something's not right. The javelin won't let me connect. I have to get out. Can't breathe.
Kista. Whose voice is that? Kista.
The javelin. My javelin. It's talking. But how?
Life. Breath. The song of creation. I hear it. What am I?
What will happen next?
You're back. Wonderful. I get flashes of inspiration whenever we chat.
Really? That's good, right?
Oh, yes. You know, my mentor had strong feelings about inspiration and the gathering thereof. Inspiration must be seized, Matthias, she'd say. Grab it by the throat and don't let go. Well, she didn't actually say throat, but something else. Philo Ray had no time for propriety.
Philo Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Smiled. Melted her heart with urchin-y charm.
Charm? Not me, not at that age. I was all knees and teeth. I didn't have many options. Thievery it was. And she had a case of very shiny things. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
I'd have jumped at the chance. Why didn't you?
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She told me I could be an arcanist. She was kind. No one had been kind to me in years. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rock?
Man, with something like that, you should really soak it. What do you think would make that kind of mark?
The Enclave thing. Hey! Welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your Javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast.
Okay.
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Koroks.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to.
Welcome home. I think Halleck wanted a word with you.
I was hoping you might stop by.
Why? You looking for information?
Not at the moment. I thought it would be nice to chat without an agenda.
All right, let's talk.
Did you know the corvus is a small, swift bird with black plumage?
Thanks for that. I'll remember it the next time I go bird watching.
My mistake. Here, I thought you were interested in corvus.
I've heard about Corvus, but you've never talked about yourself.
I understand. That's reasonable. Within Corvus, my title is Factor. I'm in charge of all agents near Fort Tarsis.
Why'd they choose you?
That's classified. But I can tell you I graduated top of my class.
Then why are you in Fort Tarsis?
I didn't want to be stuck in a soft job back in the capital. I chose this assignment.
How far will you go to defeat the Dominion?
That, I can't answer.
But you do expect me to be part of your solution?
Of course. You're an important weapon in our arsenal.
Thanks, Tassin. It's good to know I have a place in your arsenal.
You're welcome. Now you know a bit about me.
Yeah, this was almost nice.
Maybe next time you can share a bit about yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be in touch.
Welcome home. Oh, would you just look at the market lately? So sad to see the empty stalls. When I first came here, there were banners hanging in the enclave. I wonder when they all came down.
Freelancer. We're here. Again. Hi. The Sentinels don't have the resources right now to fix these beacons, so... appreciate it.
Well, things went so smoothly last time we worked together. How could I say no?
Funny. That's funny. I'm sending you the direct route now.
So, tell me more about these beacons.
Obviously, they help us monitor Scar activity. Preparedness is key, but they're also useful for those Arcanists we're constantly saving.
How so?
The Scars are always cornering them.
No, I mean, how do the Arcanists use the beacons?
Oh, right. The beacons collect information on the Scars. Movement patterns, other science things, I guess. All right, someone's found the first beacon. I got a signal. It worked.
Stop sounding surprised. I told you, freelancers get it done.
If you say so.
Okay. Send me the next location.
One thing about the next beacon.
Yes?
It's in the middle of an established Scar camp.
Sounds like a fun challenge. So what do the Arcanists do with that information?
From the beacons?
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out what Scars are, where they come from.
Interesting.
Probably. This is the place. Time to do what you do best.
Flatterer.
How's it coming?
A little busy.
That sure is a lot of Scars.
Define a lot.
I wish these Scars would buzz off.
Seriously? The area's secure.
I expected no less. Now, onto the beacon. I've got a signal. It says there are a lot of dead Scars in the area.
Go figure.
There's just one damaged beacon left, Freelancer.
All over it.
next beacon needs repairs here, Freelancer.
Activated.
Signal acquired. Job well done, Freelancer.
Was that a compliment?
Wait, there's something.
What is it?
Now the beacons are active, I'm reading a massive scar presence nearby. While you're out there?
Say no more. How did we miss these scars?
They must be scurrying our patrols. With the beacons down, we had no way of knowing.
Good thing we fixed that.
Yes. This was very, helpful.
Was that so hard?
Scars ahead! Scar camp located. That's weird. What's all the obvious machinery?
What do you think's going on?
I don't know, but these are definitely the scars on my readings. Deal with them now, talk later.
Okay, there's more now.
Oh, hey, yes, there sure are. Why are you stealing Arcanist equipment?
I can't hear you, but I appreciate the effort.
You're really very good at this part.
Thank you!
Is that?
A relic went volatile.
Yes. Fragment down.
Got a few fragments back.
Good, but bad. There's more scars. Yes, fragment down.
The relic's gone silent.
Take care of these scars. was a lot, but you did it!
It's what I do.
Tag this equipment for Sentinel recovery. Please.
There. Tag one of the relics hooked up to Arcanist machinery for pickup.
What are the scars doing with all this? I'll see you back at the fort, Freelancer. Thank you.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Here we go. How's the connection, Faye?
Everything's clear. Head for the Fortress of Dawn. With the General's signet, I should be able to pass you off as a Lancer of the Legion of Dawn.
There she is. Fortress of Dawn.
Team up ahead has run into a grounder. Expect a lot of entrenched Dominion near the fortress. They've set up turrets. We need to take them down. One less turret to worry about. They must be gating in.
Better shut them down.
There's many energy signatures in the courtyard. Head for the fortress doors. Those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. Those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. That's it. Take them all out and we can cut off the Dominion reinforcements. Good work. Don't let up. You're good to target the gate itself.
Nice work. Look at that thing burn. Was that praise from Halleck?
Find the locking mechanism. If I'm right, the general signet should open the door just like a key.
Welcome to the Fortress of Dawn.
I can't believe we're seeing this.
You're the first to stand in this spot for centuries. Look around. I want to see all of it.
This was one of the Legionnaires, I think.
What's this?
That's a funerary urn. A Legionnaire is buried in here.
What is that?
Something of Arden Vasa's. I'm certain of it. Can you get a closer look at that?
I've seen this design before.
Behold the doors of might. Whosoever wishes them open, place your signet. The trial of might shall separate the weak from the worthy. So says Arden Vasa.
Arden Vasa? Is that really his voice? Over there. That looks like you could plug the signet in, doesn't it?
Only one way to find out.
None shall pass, save the most worthy of the Legion. You think yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights? Then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself. Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye? What just happened? Faye?
Urgoth brought death and misery upon countless generations. Strongest of the foes of humanity, Tarsis made it her life's work to shatter their grip upon the world. The Urgoth outnumbered the Legion 100 to 1, and yet we had no fear, for our general held a secret power, and she knew to wait for the right moment to unleash it. yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights, then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself. Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye, what just happened? Faye?
Urgoth brought death and misery upon countless generations. Strongest of the foes of humanity, Tarsis made it her life's work to shatter their grip upon the world. The Urgoth outnumbered the Legion 100 to 1, and yet we had no fear. For our general held a secret power, and she knew to wait for the right moment to unleash it. Urgoth fell upon us like night itself. Then, Tarsis unleashed the voice of heaven upon them. The mountains bowed to her will. In a great chorus of thunder, humanity's foe was crushed. pass the test. Before your might, the greatest of foes crumble. Yet more trials lie before you, Lancer. Go forth. May the path lead you to the dawn.
There. Connections re-established. Where were you?
I fought a Titan, but I never left this spot somehow.
It's a gateway device. That's why I lost our link.
Whatever it was, I used up real ammo in there. Another part of the legend of General Tarsus?
It's likely another gateway device. Be ready.
The path comes to an end for you here, as it did for our general, as it does for us all. Your inevitable death awaits you, Lancer. Go forth to face it.
Wait, the path comes to an end? Is this the last stand of General Tarsus?
Race her enemy to helpless Antium, Tarsus took only a handful of knights. They had swiftness, but the enemy had overwhelming strength, and yet Tarsus held her ground. legionnaires stood against the might of the Urgoth horde. For if they wavered, if their fragile line broke, Antioch would fall, and countless others with it. Tarsis met the Urgoth leader in battle, and was struck a mortal blow. Even as Tarsis knew her life was ending, she fought on. As her life's blood ebbed, she drove the enemy back. You passed the test. Under the weight of inevitable death, you did not break. Arise and go forth, Lancer. One more trial awaits you. May the path lead you to the dawn.
You're back. What happened?
I reenacted the Battle of Antium, except with the Dominion instead of Urgoth, I think.
You've never seen a real Urgoth. The trial is like a pattern and your mind fills in the details.
I'm fighting my own memories? And they're kicking the crap out of me. Great.
Behold the doors of valor. Whosoever wishes them open, place your signet. The trial of valor shall separate the true Lancers from the false. So says Arden Vassar.
Faye, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have much left. My armor's a mess, I'm running low on ammo, and who knows what's next.
Hey, this is what freelancers are all about. You can do this.
I hope so.
Your valor. A great calamity dwelled in the heart of the land, threatening to unweave the fabric of the world itself. So Helena Tarsis set forth to meet it in its own lair, where it was strongest, to end its rampage forever. Go forth, Lancer. Seek out and stop disaster in its tracks, if you dare.
How? I don't even have a weapon.
You don't need one.
You're out of time! Silence it! It's not working! You're about to get eaten! Oh, put you back into it! Got it!
The path of valor is well-traveled ground for you, I think.
I can't move. Your suit's overheating. I'm gonna die! Stay calm or you'll lock up. Gunway fire! This is bad!
You have been tested. Again and again.
Get back to the Strider. This mission is over.
Look at this thing! We have to silence the Cenotaph. We have to get out of here. Think about Miller and Adair. All the others. You being a coward. I'm no coward.
You're past the point of testing now. There is only one place left for you to go.
Remember this. Might can conquer a moment. Resolve can outlast a day. But valor must renew with every dawn. Walk the path, Lancer of the Legion.
You're back. That was fast.
Actually, that trial took 2 years to get through.
But you passed.
So far. Is that what I think it is? I'm getting a closer look.
Be careful.
The Javelin of General Tarsus. Something's wrong here. What?
Faye, Alec, I can barely hear you. Faye, are you seeing this? Faye, are you there?
Faye can't hear you.
Owen!
Oh dear. Javelin not working, huh? That's a shame. Click!
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, come on, mates. Isn't it obvious? Hello, gorgeous. Nice! It's finally my time. No more waiting, no more putting me on the sideline. If I side with the Monitor, he'll leave the fort alone.
How can you help the Dominion? You know what they've done!
I know exactly what they've done. I can't beat them.
Owen, stop! Damn it! Well, this is bad. Go ahead. Rip me a new one.
Could be better, yeah. Amplifier's glitching, and I'm not sure what that son of a bitch did to the motor. Strider's frozen in place until we get it fixed.
What about Faye? She all right?
I'm analyzing the damage to the Strider's system.
Hey! No talking until I get the connection fixed. Do you want to start a fire?
So, we're stuck here while Owen gets away. I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Ah, slow down, will you? Right now, you're in no shape to go chasing after him. Give me a hand with this, would you?
We need to get the Strider moving. We need to do something to stop them.
Flyers. See, that has always been your problem. You focus on what's up ahead instead of where you are.
Where I am is in the middle of the mess I made. I brought Owen aboard, and look what happened.
Tape. How do you think you did this by yourself? The lone hero screws up again. Give me the... Yeah. This is my Strider. Nobody boards without my say-so. Hell, Faye can read people like a book, and she didn't even see this one coming soon enough. Try the connection now. You're a damn good freelancer. The best I've ever seen, maybe. But you're not smarter than me and Faye put together, and you don't have eyes in the back of your head. Quit jumping in front of bullets that ain't been fired.
They have the Javelin, so what? We watch while the monitor captures the cenotaph?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I should have caught the sabotage during my routine armor checks.
Enough guilt, you're both killing me. We got work to do.
What work? It's over.
No, not quite. The Javelin they stole won't work. I got a good look at the General's armor. It's like no Javelin I've ever seen. I can only speculate on what some of the systems did or might still do.
Faye, just spill it already.
I think most of the seals are key to the General's signet.
And the Dominion can't run the suit properly without it.
Slows them down, but doesn't help us any.
Slowing them down might be enough. I have the info we pulled from the Fortress of Dawn's library, and I got that up-close look at the Javelin itself.
Wait, Faye, are you suggesting we build our own Javelin of Dawn?
Not the whole Javelin, just the relevant seals, but yes.
Give me the plans, I can build it.
So you're Arden Vassa for us now.
Why not? I've built whole Javelins from scraps before. Now we're just gonna make a couple seals. Might have to jump over a few flaming chimeras first, but we'll get it done.
Hey, flaming chimera jumping is chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
Get your Javelin ready. I got a drive to fix. We're still in this race, people! Oy, 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 oy.
Strider arrived last week, barely.
Who got you? First?
We're really gonna build our own Javelin of Dawn? You think we can pull this off?
What I say about looking too far ahead. Focus on the here and now. Right now, we need materials and information. That means we need connections.
Corvus gave me this job. Can't they help us out?
When was the last time government agency got anything done fast?
Point taken. So, connections. Who do we need?
Arcanists are the obvious one. Weird and impossible are their specialties.
I already have an Arcanist contact, Matthias Sumner. I'll see what he can do for us.
Good. Next is the Sentinels. They've got javelins, parts, and contacts in Antium. Fortunately, there's a Sentinel Dax who's been looking for you. She's supposed to be a bigwig of some sort. Might be just what we need.
Huh. What's an important Sentinel want with me?
Worth finding out, right? Meanwhile, there's plenty of other stuff you can find for the shield.
What do we need?
We need materials, and they're not easy to get. Faye gave me a list. We need some kind of metal that's only found inside the heart of a Titan.
I have to hunt down a Titan? You weren't kidding about the not easy part.
Scars are always scavenging around Shaper ruins. They might have found our metal too.
Your run-of-the-mill Scar won't have a Titan heart stashed away.
The Scar I might. Maybe Luminary, if you can find one. Don't know if that's worse than Titan hunting, really.
Great. So I'll either go hunt a Titan or just ask a Luminary very politely for it. No problem.
Hey, we got this. Just do one thing at a time, yeah?